For decades, the world has been dominated by the technological giants, Apple, Google, and others. Their innovations shaped our lives, changed the way we communicate, work, and think. But as we embraced their devices and platforms, something else happened. We became dependent. It's not just about the devices or the search engines. It's about how we, the people, have grown comfortable in this ecosystem. We've become accustomed to a reality where big tech controls our hardware, our software, and our data. In many ways, this is not a new story. Throughout history, systems of control have thrived, not only because of the oppressors, but because those who were oppressed became used to it. Frederick Douglass, a former slave and prominent abolitionist, once said, "I didn't know I was a slave until I found out I couldn't do the things I wanted." The same can be said about us today. For years, we didn't realize we were bound by the systems these companies built. Tech giants built systems of dependence. Rousseau's words ring true in our digital age. Apple sells us the hardware, and then the apps to run on it. Google dominates our searches, promising us information but subtly guiding us towards what benefits their bottom line. This has been their business model for decades. But what happens when the giants start to stumble? When the innovations they promise stop being innovations at all? Apple, once the king of groundbreaking technology, now finds itself releasing devices like the iPhone 16, a product that barely steps forward from its predecessor. Who would have thought that Apple, a company built on innovation, would outsource its AI models to another company, OpenAI? Who could have imagined the day when Apple would run behind, trying to keep up rather than lead the way? And Google, once the undisputed king of search, now faces its own challenges. AI, through companies like OpenAI, has brought a new way of interacting with information. No longer do we need to sift through pages of links. AI gives us the answers directly. And yet, despite this leap forward, many people are still stuck in the habit of using Google, bound by years of conditioning. As Gandhi once said, "The moment the slave resolves that he will no longer be a slave, his fetters fall." This is the moment we stand on now. AI is the key to breaking free from the chains of big tech. For the first time, we are no longer beholden to Apple, Google, or any other giant. Devices like the Humane pin and rabbit roan show us what the future looks like. One where we, the individuals, have control. These AI-driven devices, powered not by the old models of hardware and apps, but by intelligence itself, are a testament to a new era. They're a reminder that innovation isn't locked behind the gates of tech giants anymore. It's accessible to anyone willing to step into the future. Apple's second business model, the App Store, is also crumbling. With AI, individuals can now create their own apps and games without relying on the ecosystem Apple has built. Soon, full-blown applications will be made by users themselves, without ever needing to touch an app store. Google's reliance on advertisers paying to be at the top of search rankings, that too is fading. AI doesn't just give you a list of links. It dives into the content itself, bringing back the answers you need, with the links provided only as a source. The old models no longer hold up. Einstein warned us about blind loyalty to authority, and yet, so many of us remain loyal to these giants, even as the cracks in their foundations grow more apparent. The world has changed, but we're still clinging to old habits. We must wake up. AI has given us the power to innovate and take control of our own digital destinies. The chains that once bound us to big tech are no longer locked. It's time to break free. The future is here, and it's not in the hands of Apple or Google. It's in the hands of everyone. It's time to break the habit